flicking these little app adjustment options. That's all.
Oh, the crew is on tonight. Lord, there goes Aisha. Y'all, we need to do this for church meeting.
I know, right?
This is cool.
What you did, Alan?
I did call in device. Should I use the bathroom first? Okay, now we can go upstairs.
Give me your phones for a minute.
I got chicken leg.
You gonna have everything.
Did you read that?
Huh?
Did you read
What?
How's everybody doing tonight?
Hello, hello.
Hello.
All right, guys.
Hello, everyone.
All right, guys. We're gonna have an incredible night tonight. We're gonna have our extinguished guest, Dr. Joel Tankard. For all of you guys that are supporting Pastor Latoya Barrett, thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's call. I just want to do a quick roll call. I see we got Sean Brown, we got Tara, we got Aisha, Taisha, Leroy, we got Angelica.
CD.
Yeah.
Brian White.
All right, let us know your name and where you're calling from. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Let us know your name. Hey, Sean, where you calling from?
Oh, I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Wilmington, North Carolina. All right. Welcome, Sean. I think I see Pastor Sid. How you doing, sir?
All right, sir. How you?
And man, I'm doing incredible. I'm next to my wife, so I'm doing real good.
Nice to meet you, Pastor.
Same here.
Yeah. Who else do we have? Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Is that Brian White? Is that CB, Brian White?
Yeah, this is Brian White.
Where you calling from, my brother?
I'm coming from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Welcome to the call, my brother.
Welcome.
All right. Who else do we got? Tell us your name, where you calling from.
Leroy Bunting calling from Wilmington, North Carolina.
Man, Leroy, you sound like you ain't playing no games, man.
No games to be played, sir.
Come on, Leroy. All right. Who else do we have? Talera, would you mind let us know where you're calling from?
Lamont calling from Virginia. What's going on?
Lamont from Virginia. Who else we got?
Talera from Wilmington, North Carolina.
Talera from Wilmington. Awesome,
Welcome.
awesome. Who else do we have? Tell us your name. Where you calling from? Aisha trying to turn the mute off, I think. Hey, Aisha, how you doing, girl? How you doing? Tell us where you calling from, Aisha.
I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina.
Wilmington is representing tonight.
Yes.
All right, who else do we have? All right, we got Taisha. We got Lamont. All right. Well, guys, my name is Carl Wilkins.
And I'm Angela Wilkins.
And guys, we're so grateful to be here tonight in support of Pastors Latoya and Cedric Barrett. Pastor Cedric and Latoya Barrett. I'm going to go ahead and mute the line out so we can keep the noise down here. Give me 1 second to mute everybody out. All right, I'm going to mute. Okay. All right. Now, listen, if everybody can hear me, I want you to type a 111 in the chat box if you can hear me. Chat box.
I see one person.
Okay. Everybody type a 111 in the chat. This is going to be the way that we're going to communicate. Because
Thank you, Lamont.
Thank you, Lamont.
Thank you, Talera.
All right,
Thank you,
Sean Brown.
Thank you, Pastor Barrett. Thank you, Angelica. All right, keep the 111s going.
All right, guys, we're super excited to be here tonight. We're going to go ahead and dive right in. Thank you all so much for taking out an opportunity to support Pastor Cedric and Latoya. Guys, this is a powerful wealth movement that they are a part of, and I'm so humbled and grateful for me and my beautiful wife, Angela, to be connected with them. You guys know them as pastor. We know them as friends, and we're so grateful that you guys are here. But we actually have a guest speaker tonight that we're going to be introducing. For those of you all that are familiar with Bravo's Thicker Than Water, if you all have ever heard of Dr. Joel Tankard, Dr. Ben Tankard, these are industry leaders that are leading from the front. They're also pastors, and they love serving and helping people. So I was actually able to speak with Dr. Joel Tankard, and she's actually going to be our guest speaker tonight. Dr. Tankard, a savvy real estate investor, a wife, a phenomenal mother, and a genuine mentor to me and Angela. And most times when you're in business, it's very hard to find people that you can really connect with. Ain't that right, Sean? It's really hard to find people that you can really connect with that have your best interest at heart. And I truly have seen Dr. Joel has me and Angela's heart at concern. So we want to present to some, we want to introduce to others, our speaker for tonight, Dr. Joel Tankard, multimillionaire herself. She's ready to take it away.
Hey, thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it. I'm excited to be on here tonight. Hello, Pastor. So glad that you all are on here. My face is a little oily because I just left the spa. Y'all be like, oh, her face is greasy. But anyway, I'm excited to have you guys on here tonight. And I just want to tell you that you definitely want to thank your pastors. I think that this industry, learning how to trade foreign currency and cryptocurrency is probably one of the smartest financial decisions that anybody can make. To put yourself in a position to learn how to trade foreign currency and cryptocurrency is just brilliant. It really is. I've been over in this space for 3 years. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm a fourth-generation entrepreneur. I'm an economist by profession. I graduated from the University of Michigan. I made my first million at 27 years old, where I basically opened up a Nextel franchise, and that's like the little two-way radio or whatever. And that's where I made my first million. So I've always been very attracted to startup companies. I've always been very attracted to innovation and technology. I always tell people, do not run from those things, because that's really where the money is. That's where the wealth is. And so you being here is a big deal, because this has definitely been a skill set that's been dominated by our white brothers. This skill set has allowed me, honestly, to live my dream. Like I said, I was blessed. I was already a multimillionaire. My husband is also very successful, but I was very serious about being independently wealthy beside my husband. I didn't want to just, depend on his wealth. I like making my own moves. I'm a very savvy and big real estate investor, where I buy a lot of real estate, and particularly in the city of Detroit. And so I have that cash flow coming in all the time. And so I've got a couple of properties that are in rehab right now and looking at buying another apartment building as we speak. I'm also a very savvy oil investor, where I invest in oil and gas every month. On average, oil wells will produce anywhere between 5 to 20 years. They'll pay you every single month in oil and gas, as long as there are barrels of oils that are being produced, and you get paid based on how many barrels of oil are being produced every day. And then I also buy a lot of cryptocurrency every single week. I'm on autosave with the Pro Coinbase platform, because that is a digital asset. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of background, so you're not talking to nobody broke. I think that most people have too many financial mentors. They listen to too many people where their money is concerned, and that's just not smart. You need to make sure that the people that you listen to actually have hard assets. Where driving a Benz is nice, living in a nice house is nice, but it doesn't necessarily mean that equates to real assets. And this space basically gives you the financial education to be able to put yourself in a position where you can become very, very wealthy. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you my screen here so you can kind of see some of these things. So give me a minute so I can pull this up. Okay, let's see. Looks like it appeared on me. Okay, Carl, do you have, I can just use mine. Do you have, I know I said I would use mine. Do you have yours available? If not, I can use mine.
Yes, Dr. Tankard, I do have mine.
Yes.
So give me 1 second. I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay. Okay. While you're doing that, I'll go ahead and pull this up. So, okay, you're sharing yours. Okay, great. Okay. Okay, great. So basically, I'm going to be in Virginia, and so that's what that flyer is. And so hopefully you guys will be able to come out to that event. So basically what this is, you're signing up to engage in a financial educational platform that's going to teach you how to trade foreign currency and teach you how to trade cryptocurrency on your cell phone. You'll learn how to trade everything from the Great Britain pound, Japanese yen, gold, oil, any two countries and their two currencies. So just to explain to you a little bit about what trading is, basically, for example, I took my daughter to Europe a couple of months ago, and we had to trade the euro for the dollar. And because the value of the euro was greater than the value of the dollar, we ended up getting less euros back, okay? And so now you're going to learn how to trade any of those two countries and their two currencies. And so that's, you know, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, Great Britain pound, Japanese yen, again, any two countries and their two currencies. But because of technology, you are able to trade those things without going to the geographical location, but you literally can trade those things on your cell phone. So what we do is once you get signed up, we have you download a couple financial apps on your phone. Now, let me say this. You might be saying, you know, I'm not really a tech person like that, but you need to get the basics in technology because the reality is it's not going anywhere. And I really feel sorry for people who don't engage in this because you can see very easily how, you know, most of your grandparents, if you tell them that they could deposit a check by taking a picture of it, they'll say it's a scam. And what happens is the reason people stay poor is because they're not willing to change with the times. And so opposed to wasting your time going to the bank, you can take a picture of your check and the money goes right into your account. That's technology. The reason there's something called PayPal now, where you can move money from one PayPal account to another is because of technology. The reason there's Cash App right now is because of technology. So technology is not going anywhere. And so if you decide not to participate, then it just leaves you. And so imagine pairing your money with technology, puts yourself in a position to make money every single day. That whole check-to-check system is very antiquated, and the people that just continue to think that they're going to get their money from their job, more than likely they're going to find themselves in a lower class or middle class position because a job was never intended to make you wealthy. I don't care how many jobs you have, you're not going to become wealthy. The best way to become wealthy is to learn wealth strategies, and this is exactly what happens here. Cryptocurrency, you're also going to learn about cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is a real digital currency. It's not a scam. It's a real cryptocurrency, which is why we want everybody to learn about it, because more multimillionaires are being made in crypto than any other time. And so we're going to teach you how to trade cryptocurrency, and then we're also going to teach you how to accumulate cryptocurrency. So both of those things will be happening. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. All right, this is our leadership team, and of course, seeing their faces alone means nothing to you, but I can tell you that these people are some of the most brilliant people that I've ever made that work with where money is concerned, and particularly the movement of money, global economics. Most people, when they think about business, they think about, you know, their what's happening in their local economy. They open up, you know, a clothing store or a shoe boutique or a hair salon. But unfortunately, those things don't allow you to tap into the money of the globe. Many of you may believe in the wealth transfer, hopefully. I believe this is an economic articulation of what's happening in the wealth transfer. Because it's one thing to say, okay, you know, I believe in the wealth transfer, but it's another thing to find out what do those steps look like? What's the 1, 2, 3, and 4? And that's one of the things that I love about Carl and his wife. I mean, they are intentional about becoming wealthy. And I always tell people, money's not going to just fall in your lap. It's not going to just, you know, come out of heaven. But if you set your heart to learn and continue to learn, then you will be a part of this next birth of millionaires that are going to be happening within the next couple of 5 years. The people that are in this space, hands down, they'll be our next multi-millionaires. All right, this is our IML Academy. And this is basically where you have access to over 100 educational videos. So you'll get the basics. We're going to make sure that you have the fundamentals in trading. Okay, and I'm telling you right now, they made this educational platform for the average person. In other words, you can sit your 5th grader in front of these videos and they'll get it. They really will get it. So it's really, really powerful concept. Okay, next slide. IML TV. IML TV is amazing because this gives you access to live training experts every single day. So you literally can trade 24 hours a day, 5 days a week that the market is open. So you'll have an opportunity to trade live with our experts. Again, the best way to become wealthy is through mentorship. Okay, that's going to be the best way to become wealthy. You don't want to, you know, just sit there and thank God for books and thank God for audio, but it's nothing like having our hands on. And that's one of the things that we're going to make sure that we give you, because we know that most people, unfortunately, fear what they don't know. Right? And so some classic things, if you know you're dealing with fear, let me pray about it. You've been praying all this time. You're still in the same financial situation. Unless you make a decision to educate yourself, nothing really changes. Because the harvest doesn't just come from the tithe and the offering. It's what you put your hands to. That's what the Bible says, that the hand of the diligent shall bear rule. A man should study to show himself what? Approved, not just the word of God, but whatever you're trying to get, you're going to have to begin to study. And I tell people, plan on spending at least 15 to 30 minutes a day trading with our live experts, right? Getting on here, seeing, okay, well, why did they tell me to buy Great Britain pound Japanese yen? Why did they tell me to sell Euro USD? Okay, let's go on to the next slide. So you'll have videos. You'll also have access to an amazing scanner. This scanner is great because it literally scans the market looking for the perfect pair. So it'll tell you when you pull it up, okay, buy this Great Britain pound Japanese yen, you know, or sell this Euro USD. They tell you exactly what to buy and what to sell, and they give you what we call the take profit and a stop loss. That means that you do not have to sit in front of your phone all day long. You put it in, it'll give you the take profit. So that means that if, let's just say, for example, you're going to the movies with your husband like I am later, well, if I put a trade in on Euro GBP on the buy and we're in the movies and it hits where I'm thinking, it's going to automatically close me out, you know, in profit. Okay, that's amazing. That is amazing. And if, for example, it goes in the opposite direction of what I'm expecting, then it will, you know, close me out in a loss. Okay, now what happens is the company literally, we're going to teach you, hold your hand and teach you how to maximize your profit and minimize your loss. Maximizing profit, minimizing loss. That's the name of the game. Okay, now you're going to have access to several different wealth strategies. Okay, and these wealth strategies are amazing, and they kind of focus, for example, the Gold Cup focuses on just on trading gold. Swipe Coin focuses just on trading cryptocurrency. So some people say, I'm really interested in crypto. We signed up a guy the other day, all he wants to learn is crypto. So he just wanted the Swipe Coin, right? And then some people might say, well, I want to do both. You know, you can do that too. The Swipe Trades is where they send text messages to your phone. These text messages, again, tell you exactly what to buy and what to sell and when. That's amazing. Okay, so these will be the different wealth strategies. And again, we're going to be holding your hand through this entire process because we realize that most of you did not even know that trading foreign currency or cryptocurrency existed. So you probably have no clue what you're doing. We anticipated that you had no clue. Okay, all you got to do is take us by the hand, follow the leader. Next slide. Okay, great. So these, so basically, this just basically breaks down, you know, the different Forex trading courses that are out there. You can see it can get very expensive. This is a very pricey skill set to learn, which is why our market live is so attractive. You can see at the top where there it says XLT Forex trading. There are some courses that, you know, they're charging $8,500 for the first 3 months, and then $625 each month, or $12,500 for the first 3 months, and the ability to retake this class for life. And they're just giving you the material. You don't have anybody to talk to. There's nobody live. So again, what we have with iMarkets Live, I always tell people that iMarkets Live is like Apple was for computers. You know, before Apple came along, computers were very, very expensive. They really weren't for the average guy. Steve Jobs changed and revolutionized the whole game by, you know, developing the computer. Then he developed the iPhone, which now we have interfacing where it links to your iPad. And that's kind of like what we've seen here with iMarkets Live. They're forever innovating and advancing technology and making things easier for us to understand. Now, these are the two different packages that you can get started with, okay? All right, so there's a starter pack that's $325. That's going to give you access to all the different wealth strategies that we talked about today. And then $225 will give you just the basics, right? But I always tell people the key to developing wealth is to start. You got to start and you got to make a decision. Wealth does not just show up, right? And so if you can do the 325, definitely go ahead and do the 325. But if you cannot, then go ahead and do the 225, right? The key is just to make sure that you start, because we're already in the second quarter of 2019. Before you know it, we're going to be talking about Merry Christmas. You don't want to go into 2020 without having made a smart financial decision, right? One decision can change everything about your life. Okay, and so what I want to do now is open it up to see if anyone has any questions. Now, let me say this really quickly. It's going to run you about $180 every 30 days, but if you get 2 customers to do the exact same thing that you're doing, they're going to waive your monthly fee. So these are the monthly packages here: 180, 164, and then 274. Most of my people end up right around 180, 190. Because there are 2 things that I really like everybody to have, and you can get it a la carte, and that's swipe trades and Gold Cup, or swipe trades and IML pivots, or swipe trades and Web Analyzer, these right here, okay? So what we do is we help you get 2 customers one time, and then your monthly fee is waived. So you do not have to get 2 customers every month. You just get 2 customers one time. Okay, and again, we'll help you with that. We have webinars that we do every single day. And then in addition to those webinars, we also do a lot of 3-way calls where you can get people on the phone with us, because usually once people know that this is something that's real and that's happening, they're ready to go. I'm not going to go into this part too much, but I will say this, is that if you decide, you know, if you decide that you wanted to tell other people about it and you want to build a team, the company does pay a very lucrative compensation plan for that. I make about $80,000 a month in team building. So there is a lot of money to be made. But again, that's going to be optional and completely and totally up to you. Okay. And my thing is I want to help you at least get your 2 customers so that your monthly fee is waived. Okay, any questions?
All right, everybody, anyone that has questions, you guys can unmute yourself while we have Dr. Tankard on the call. We're going to unmute everybody. Unmute everybody, baby. Yeah. All right. Hey, how you doing, Brian? How you guys doing, Aisha? Can you guys give us your feedback about what you like most tonight? Leroy, Aisha. Unmute yourself. Let us know what you like most tonight. Dr. Joy, do you have the host?
Okay, yeah, let's see.
Yeah, let me unmute.
I can make you host.
Thank you, Dr. Tankard. All right.
Okay, there we go. Does
All right, how you
anyone
doing?
have any questions?
Hey,
I'll
Aisha.
let you get ready to take it from
Hey.
But I would just say, I would recommend that you get started. Don't sit there, overanalyze. Oh, let me talk to 5 people about what I should do with my money. I'm telling you right now, the way that I became independently wealthy from my husband, and he has his own wealth, and which is our wealth, is his wealth, which I'm really proud of him for that. But I love having my own money as a woman. It's because I trust my own financial instinct. I don't sit around asking. You trust the witness. Yet, of course, you're going to have questions, but you have to learn how to move. Okay, so Pastor Carl, I'll turn it over to you. You guys go ahead and ask whatever questions. We want to get you started right away. The only
Yes.
thing I can tell you is don't procrastinate. Don't do the sluggish poverty mindset thing of, I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to think about it. You don't know enough information to think. You have to learn how to move. The reason the wealthy are wealthy is because they learn how to move when they hear good information and they learn as they go. All right, turn it over
Absolutely.
to you. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you,
Tankard.
Dr. Drew.
Guys, let's put a 777 in the chat. Let's give it up for millionaire maker herself, Dr. Jewel Tankard. Put a 777 in the chat for Dr. Jewel Tankard. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, guys, we want to open up the floor for questions because we definitely want you guys to get started. I want to hear from Aisha, then I want to hear from Leroy, then I want to hear from Brian. Go ahead, Aisha. What did you like most about what you heard tonight?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going over my notes. It was very refreshing. It was very new information. I vaguely heard about cryptocurrency. Just looking at Bitcoin and, things like that. So I really haven't gone in depth, but to hear it explained a little bit more, it did spark an interest.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as Dr. Tankard has already stated, you guys are going to get started tonight. You're going to get back with Pastor Latoya Barrett, and she has a unique referral link, okay? And she's going to send you her referral link, and you're going to get signed up tonight for either the 225 package or 325 package, and you're going to start iMarkets Live Academy so that you can start your wealth process, all right? Let me hear from Brian. What did you like most, Brian?
Well, it was good to hear about the different ways of trading y'all have. I've learned a little about the cryptocurrency and experienced foreign trade a little bit.
Okay.
Going out the country, but it's nice to have a platform where you can learn together and get these insights and not have to read a bunch of different books.
Come on.
I'm very limited on time.
So when you look at what the packages that you saw, were you looking more towards the 325 package or the 225?
The 325 package looks the best.
Absolutely.
Everybody
guys,
offers more.
Yeah. And this is what I
get my
about
budgeting down so that I can go on.
Yeah. The 325 package, guys, what I would say, it gives you all the bells and whistles, and it gives you an opportunity within that period to determine which tool works best for you. But as Dr. Tankard has already stated, you start where you can. I want to hear from Mr. Leroy Bunting. What's up, my brother?
Hey, what's going on? That was definitely something that I was curious about.
You're breaking up.
I've always been inquisitive about cryptocurrency.
I think you're breaking up, Leroy. Go ahead, Leroy. Go ahead, Leroy. Are you there?
Okay,
Leroy?
how about now?
Man, you sound crystal clear, my brother.
It has always been something that, okay. Cryptocurrency has always been something that I've been inquisitive about. I scam a little bit, because you're dealing with technology, man. It's just so funny. But I see the benefits from Miss Tankard and what she's been able to accomplish through that. So I'm definitely interested in it.
Absolutely. So which package are you looking to get started with?
I think for right now, the 225 for now.
Okay, so what we'll do once we conclude the meeting, I'll get on a three-way with you and Pastor Latoya, and we'll get you registered tonight. All right. All right. Who else do we have? Who else do we have? Let me see. All right. All right. How you doing, Miss Ramona? How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. What did you like most about what you heard tonight with Dr.
Well,
Tankard?
I actually got into the call a little late, so I didn't get to hear everything. I will go back and listen. Is this being recorded?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay, so I'll need to go back and listen to the recording so that I can understand clearly. I do know about cryptocurrency, but I need to just have some more time to review the information.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you all so much. Does anybody have any more questions while we still have Dr. Tankard on the call? Does anybody have any questions?
No, I just wanted to say something. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you, Pastor.
I wanted to say something. I wanted to build a community or a tribe of millionaires. One thing about it is not cool to rise by yourself. And so I wanted to make sure that we all communicate and talk afterwards. And that was my mother. Ramona Covington is my mom. And so I know my mother's very thorough, and I know she already knows a lot about international exchange. And I think everyone that was on this meeting was someone that I chose because I knew their desire to increase, to also create other streams of income, like Leviticus 11, like Lady Angela and I was speaking about Leviticus 11 and 1. I want everyone, Ecclesiastes, I'm sorry, Ecclesiastes 11, 1 and 2, that we all have the opportunity to create many streams of income, not just one. And I believe that this is one way that we can fund other avenues of income. Most of the time when going in business for yourself, the problem that we have is liquidity. We don't have enough money to go in and start that shoe company. I have some of us that want to start shoe companies, some of us that want to do real estate investments, but you don't have the credit to go get that line of credit. But if you had the liquidity from investments and different things like that, you can then begin to gentrify your own neighborhood. So I wanted to for us to talk about it and create almost an investment empowerment club with each other and expand it with each other. So this is why I chose the ones that I chose to come on this call, because of your ability to empower and influence others, but also how thorough you are in asking questions. So after we get off of this call, I wanted to make sure that you all follow back up with me and Pastor Carl so that we can make sure we get you what you need to sign up. If some of you all are saying financially, I don't know, Pastor Latoya, what I need to do, then that means you really need to have this asset, this source in your pocket. So we need to talk about how do we make this happen for you, because we want to make sure you have this avenue. So I wanted to talk to you all because y'all wouldn't have got on if we didn't have a relationship.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to make sure I talked to you tonight. So thank you, Pastor Carl and Lady.
I was going to say, Pastor Latoya, to piggyback on what Pastor said, everyone's finances is in a different place, but we definitely want to encourage you guys that when we do conclude the call tonight, me and Angela, me and my wife, we're available to do a three-way with you and Pastor Latoya. So let's say if you say, well, I don't have the money tonight, but I'll have it Friday, I'll have it in 2 weeks, it doesn't mean tonight, but we at least still want to identify when would you be available to actually get started, but also mainly to get your questions answered. Like Sister Ramona said, she got on a little bit later, so of course we'll have to resend her the video. But for those that were on for the entire time and you still have questions, let's not go to sleep with questions. Let's get your questions answered, and then we can identify a good date that you would actually be able to start the academy and start trading. That sound good, family?
Yes, sounds great.
All right, guys. So I'm going to reach out to Pastor Latoya once this meeting is over, and we'll start. I guess we'll reach out to Mr. Let me see, Brian, Aisha, and Miss Ramona, and get you guys questions answered. All right. So thank you guys so much for your time. Welcome to iMarkets Live. We're committed to teaching you how to trade foreign currency so that you can catapult your 2019. Guys, we're from Virginia. As a matter of fact, Dr. Tankard and I and Angela, we will be coming into the Wilmington area of North Carolina June 12th. And Dr. Tankard will actually be there physically sharing with hundreds of families in the Wilmington, North Carolina area about the power of investing. So Sean said this was good.
Awesome, Sean.
Sean Brown said this was good. All right, guys. Again, this is Carla, my beautiful wife.
Thank you guys so much for listening in and watching and just asking your questions and everything. We appreciate your time on tonight.
All right. God bless everybody.
God bless you.
All right. Good night. All right.
Love y'all.
Love you too.
Love you too.